This is the Escape Podcast for Star Wars The Old Republic. This week, we're back to a somewhat more normal show with a bit of news and a check back in on our Jedi class stories and a first look at Coruscant. So this is me, Conqueror Max, tuning in with Broadcast Astromech EPC 274. And playing alongside me is Conqueror Seema. Hi, Conqueror Seema. How are you? How's it going?
Hello, Conqueror Max and Conqueror everybody else in AIE, because last week in Conquest, which ended yesterday, or today really, we conquered the planet of Quesh. Yay! So Total Galactic War is our opportunity to sneak in and conquer a planet, and our Conquest planners, BC and Zen, and also Sakik and Medulla, they kind of put their heads together and said, "We can do this, guys," and they were right. We could, and we did. It's exciting. So yes, I spent the week doing conquest here and there, watching the other guilds, and they never really approached us. So it's well, whatever. We won. So
Yeah.
the last planet we conquered was Balmora, which was, I want to say, a year ago.
Less than that, probably 6 months. I could probably look it up while
6
we're
months ago.
talking, but
So like
yeah.
the galaxy is ours eventually. Just we're on a roll. Every 6 months we add a new planet. So yes, that's what I've been doing in SWTOR this week, is mostly conquest stuff, a little bit of ops, and a little bit of leveling. But yeah, it's all about the conquest right now. So how about you, Max? What have you been up to?
Yeah. So going after a planet was certainly fun. That's something that, as you said, it was Total Galactic War. And this round in Total Galactic War, they added 2 additional planets, which were Ossus and Ziost, I believe. Yep. So some of the big guilds were going after Ossus and Ziost. There was a little bit of drama in some of those planets with some of the biggest guilds on Starforge. There was a post up on Reddit that there was a little bit of drama for some of the ways you're able to load up on lots of points, which are not really exploits, but are exploit-y feeling. And I think they're things that BioWare should sort of fix. We didn't have to do any of that, though. We just had a lot of people putting up regular points, working hard, doing all the things. And it's still, there's always a little bit of trepidation as you're watching the board. And we waited a couple days we sacrificed some of that bonus for the first couple days to find a planet and try to ensure that we weren't going to get sniped by some big guild who's going to come in because they needed, the whatever planet for whatever reason. There were probably a couple planets that we could have won on. We picked Quesh because it was looking good at the time, and put up a whole bunch of points and just watched the couple guilds, and second, third, and fourth were sort of trading places. But we were outpacing them by pretty much 2-1 in conquest points throughout the week. And once we got closer and closer to that lock in, we got more and more confident. But we're still watching it all the way up to the close just to make sure that nobody did anything really weird or strange and put up a million points and blew us away.
BC would like us to know that we only waited one day.
Only waited one day. We'll see. There you go. We got confident relatively early. I think those guys did a good job of checking where the big guilds were. So we, some of the
Yeah.
usual suspects are well known on Starforge. So we were able to at least see what planets that they were going after, and
So
not
that we
do
could go
something
to some
crazy.
other planet. Yeah.
Because I think there were a couple guilds out there in the tens and twenties of millions of points. Us out with our little 1.5 million or whatever we ended up with would have looked paltry compared to a 20 million
Oh
drop
yeah.
by Sanctuary or whatever some of the other big guilds were. But that was good.
Right.
Definitely did that. And then on both my mains, I'm continuing each week to do most of the acquisition of Masterwork crystals on Osis. Now I say most because what I ended up realizing I wasn't doing, and I probably for the past 2 weeks have been sacrificing one extra crystal per character. I didn't get around to doing the rotating weekly, although I haven't seen it rotate, but it's this weekend. Last week it was, this past week and the week before that it was due 4 master mode flashpoints to get another masterwork crystal. I did all of the other things. I did the world bosses, I did the do 10 dailies and that kind of thing. And I turned in, I'm also only turning in 500 unassembled components, not 1,000, because I just feel like I I'll be able to stretch that longer because you turn in 500 for the first one each week, and then I think it's 1,000 or 1,500 for the second one, and I'm gonna run out of unassembled components because I only have a couple thousand left. So if I'm doing 500 each on each of my two main characters, one on the Republic and one on the Imperial, I'll be able to stretch that out longer. So I'm only doing that too. But I've got a good number of those Masterwork crystals. Little point of trivia when we think about the word Masterwork for the new highest tier of gear in the game in Star Wars. Somebody pointed out this week, I noticed, that the word Masterwork is also how they described the highest tier of special gear in Anthem. So I don't know if there's a little bit of crossover there or common
Crossover, huh?
vocabulary that's happening in the back end there for Bioware, but that's a thing. So the chat room is saying this week it is a different timed event. So this week it's 3 wins in GSF. That's quite a bit easier for me, at least, than doing 4 Master Mode flashpoints. So I think I'm going to try to do that, although the chat room is also saying potentially that GSF is broken, and that would be sad. But that is what I've been doing. Let's check in on a little bit of news.
Now, an Imperial News Network report.
So I know we talked about this last week, but I wanted to bring up one more time. There is this thread going on where Eric posted and said, hey, we're thinking of doing another work on an arena map. We would potentially be reskinning or redoing or matching an existing map in some way. What are your favorite maps? So here's a poll, and then there's a whole bunch of discussion. And that discussion is continuing. So I still recommend you participate in the poll. Put your comments in here. Yeah, obviously there's a little bit of angsty replies in the thread, but there's a lot of good discussion. So I learned some things just about what people's perspective are on the different arena maps. I thought it was sort of interesting. You might want to check in on that and see how that continues to progress as they do that analysis in the threads in the forums.
Also, there have been some server/infrastructure issues this week. Um, yeah, when I noticed it first when I tried to log in, and the I couldn't log in. It said the login service was unavailable, and apparently I was not the only one. So I saw on Twitter where they said they were working on that problem, which they fixed in pretty quick order, but then the list of servers was blank, and that apparently was a bigger problem. It took them a while to find it, and Eric used the word or phrase fairly severe to describe that problem. So I can only imagine what was going on back there, but they did fix it eventually, and we all had, basically I did anyway, and a couple other people that I know had a night off. We had to go real life.
Yes, which is never bad. You can meditate for an evening or get some actual sleep 8 hours for once, do crazy things like
Yeah.
that. Eat, bathe, whatever the case may be.
I am kind of
Those things
curious
that humans do.
what it was. If it's the kind of thing that you could explain in a couple sentences, probably not.
Probably not. Something white mice, something hamster ball. I don't know.
Dark side.
Dark side complete. Also, we did see another issue that cropped up that Seema pointed out to me that came late in the afternoon. Another side issue, just put it out there real quick. I think it's corrected, but if you did purchase any cartel coins this morning, then you may have had a problem and not received what you were supposed to receive. That certainly was a problem. They tried to do a reset to fix it, but there might be a couple people remaining that still didn't get credit for what they were supposed to. You should call customer support if that's the case. So hopefully it's fixed
Right.
for almost everybody. But if not, if you sort of got caught in the blast wave associated with that, then give them a call and they will
Yeah, and if you
get
don't
you
know
fixed
this,
out.
if you log into your account on SWTOR.com, there's a ledger that shows all the cartel coins that you've gotten and as you've gotten them. So you can look at that ledger, and if it doesn't to match up with your expectations, and you can use that when you call customer support.
Yes. Good tip. Thank you, Seema. What about Guild News, Seema? What do we got?
January Mega is going to be GSF with Marcus and Lucy on Saturday, January 19th. So it's going to be a learning night for GSF. So how to fly, how to get places, how to, how to run into asteroids on purpose.
I meant to test that
And
tonight with our MFN group.
yeah,
We had plenty of people on. We could have tested it. I was meant to log on early and try to get some people to check that out. So hopefully that's going to work. What we're hoping is we can use the group queuing. It was supposed to be turned on for GSF. I know it looks like it's working for PvP, but I didn't see how it worked yet in the interface for GSF. Hopefully it does. What we want is 4v4 or 8v8, get some guild groups growing, queuing group versus group in GSF so we can go in there and we can relax and we can not shoot anybody to start and we can give people a tour of the map. And we're going to try to open that
what
up
do you
to
mean to
anyone on the
start?
server.
We're
Well,
not
by the
shooting
end of the
anybody,
night,
right?
maybe we can shoot each other a little bit, or people can shoot me. I'll fly around and people can try to catch me. Most of the time now I fly my bomber, though, so you'll have to come dig my bomber out from under a satellite while my mines and railgun turrets shoot you. If you're brave enough to brave the turrets on the satellite. But
I'm not brave enough.
hopefully we can make that happen on the night of the 19th. If not, we will figure something else out, I'm sure. Lucy and Marcus will have everything well in hand. So keep an eye out for more details on that as we approach that Saturday night. And shout out to the chat room. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully we've got our streaming quality issues under control. I didn't actually change anything, but I did do some testing. And we will hopefully keep an eye on that. My new server build is looking pretty good. Fingers crossed I won't have to do a manual upload and production of the video. Although the quality came out really nice uploaded because I reprocessed the sound. I do sound recording separately in tools on the desktop. So I remastered the sound and applied that soundtrack to the video, and it came out pretty nice. But it takes hours of processing and upload time, literally hours and hours to do it that way. So I'm hoping I don't have to do that, and I can just click the button in Twitch that says put this on YouTube. Bing, done, and it's done in like 10 minutes. But definitely thank you to the chat room. This is always helpful to have you guys in there helping us out, answering questions, making us look smart. It's all you and help making the podcast work well. And with that, we can get back to our Jedi stories, Seema.
The Force is with you, young
Max and Seema.
but you are not a Jedi yet.
But we are Jedis, aren't we? Look at my lightsaber. Yeah, we're Jedis at this point. We're totally Jedis. Although, ooh, you got fancy saber blades. What you got there?
Yeah,
What
I got fancy ones.
what are those called? I think I've got that blade. In fact, I've got that saber staff.
Volatile Conqueror's lightsaber.
So I've got the volatile saber staff for my ass tank that I really like. I've got a nice black red crystal in it for my ass tank, and he wears the black red gree top with a like a assassin dress as the bottom part, and he's Chiss, and he's a tank. And I'm gonna say it one more time, ass tank. All right. But now so last time it's been a while. It's been a few weeks. We finished up. We did not I want to say Black Talon, but it's not on this side. It's Esselis. We did Esselis, and now we're on to Coruscant. So let's hop in this shuttle here, Seema, get down to Coruscant and kick off some time on the planet. And we can talk about the planet and a little bit of lore as we do that. So here I am getting into the shuttle. Oh, you know what I meant to do before I got in the shuttle? Anyway, maybe we can do it later. One of my favorite things to do on the fleet, and I barely do it anymore because we've got quick travel points all over the place, but interfleet transport is is a really cool little cutscene because you fly in between the major fleet ships on a little shuttle that goes in between them, like the Gav Daragon and the main fleet station. And then you see the rest of the fleet ships out there in space. It's just a little 20-second ride, but it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
So if you haven't done that in a while, do that. It's a cool thing. Okay, so here I think we have to have our companion. You always have to have your companion out the first time you get to onto the fleet because you have a little conversation that happens both on the Republic and on the Imperial side. They tend to say things and need your companion out when you click on these initial consoles. Get your cargo inspected. Check in on customs. Customs terminal. Click. Cutscene. T7 says, Big City World, easy to get lost. And I say, oh, you've been here before? Spare me your warnings. Hunk of metal. No, I'm nice on this character, right? No more dark side. Don't worry, little friend. Oh, you've been here before? I'm gonna ask him.
Are you speaking from personal experience?
T7 equals never lost. T7 equals show me the way. Or show Jedi the way. Important meeting. Oh, apparently we have an important meeting. All right, cool. Did you go through customs there? Did you check in with TSA, Seema?
I did.
They are critical services. They are not furloughed from the galactic government at this point in time, as the case may be. All right, Coruscant Spaceport. So Coruscant, nice planet. Nice planet you got here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Coruscant's a cool planet. It's an ecumenopolis, isn't it, Seema?
Yes.
Do you want to say ecumenopolis?
Yes. This is the word that I learned from SWTOR. I didn't know it before that, but yeah, ecumenopolis.
Many
A
years
city
ago.
planet. A planet covered in city.
Yes. So in theory, from a lore perspective, it has over 1 trillion residents. And the city covers the entire surface of the planet. It goes under the surface of the planet. It goes in these big tower buildings. Species from almost every species in the galaxy resides here in some way. And the most prominent landmarks on the planet are this, which is the Galactic Senate building, which is during some periods of the Empire Republic galaxy is the capital of both the Republic and then gets taken over by the Empire even for part of it, and then also back in post Battle of Yavin is taken over by the Emperor and becomes the Emperor's seat of power. It's his throne world. But yeah, it's a cool place. I always liked this first coming out onto Coruscant and seeing the Galactic Senate building and seeing all as you can see, I like all the ships flying around here and the background of the skyline on Coruscant because it's still one of my overlays that I use for the podcast. I don't know if anybody has noticed that, but if you look around the outside of the overlay for the podcast, it's a clip of this. I was looking off into space and you can see ships flying around out there. Although looks like my background is not animated today. Well, that is a miss. Usually it's animated.
I really love
needs to be fixed.
Typhon now, but when I first started playing, Coruscant was a planet that sort of sealed the deal for me because I like the questing here. I like the look of it. Even although back in those days we were running everywhere.
Yes. Right. Yeah, we were, weren't we? That
And the spaceport is huge when you're running.
So why what level would we have to get our what level would you get your
I
speeder?
think it was
like 20?
I think it was 20 for a short while, and then they lowered it to 14, or maybe that was a legacy perk. I don't remember, but I remember the number 14.
And didn't you not even have sprint at level 1
Yeah, for a
back at
while
the
you didn't
start.
have sprint even. Yeah.
So should we just RP walk? So they're saying, chat room saying 25, 20. Yeah, something like that for the speeder. And then yeah, it was like level 10 or 14 for sprint. Yeah, 14 was sprint.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yikes.
Crazy.
Not having sprint.
So crazy.
So here I think we need to, so there are some cool planet quests. We're going to skip the planet quest line and just go for the Galactic Senate meeting that we need to check in on for our class story.
I'm in love with this mount right here, this speeder. It's red.
And it rotates, right? Make it move. Make it rotate, Seema. Sweet. That was pretty cool. Look at that.
So if you're like on an asteroid, you need to like drive through the maw of a worm, you can make it your profile skinnier.
You can rotate it and not have to like fly sideways. Because for whatever reason that would need to be need to be need to be done. I don't think that's necessarily all that useful, but I'll take your word on that one, Seema. Are you flying through the maw of space worms still on a regular basis?
It comes in handy.
On a cave.
I don't know.
Why not? All right. Pop in here. Wait, what did that
Tell me
say?
what's happening.
Did you get in?
You remember
I-
Master Kiwix and Padawan Kira? This is General SWTOR and Dr. Eli Tarnas. We're discussing why the Republic secretly built a planetary-scale weapon without consulting the Jedi.
Yeah.
It barely qualifies as a weapon. It's the most humane military technology ever invented. With a single activation, the planet prison supercharges a world's upper atmosphere, turning it into an enormous ion cannon. Any starship entering or leaving the planet will be completely disabled. Perfect enemy containment without casualties.
Bold claim, Doctor. Bold move, Cotton. See how that works out for you.
Have you tested this planet prison's safety?
We were about to begin field testing when this pointless debate started.
Regardless, you've allowed the planet prison's design files to be stolen by common criminals.
I doubt the thieves even realize what they have. Besides, the data is encrypted.
Our people are pursuing every possible lead.
It's a trap.
With all due respect, old friend, don't you think it's time the Jedi got involved? Master Kiwix and I must speak with the Supreme Chancellor. I need you here finding those design files.
All right. I need to go. So, big planet prison. Something's happening. I need to go and
I won't let you down.
find some
Stay as well, Kira. Your
files.
security expertise may come in handy.
General,
And Kira's going to help out.
This is Agent Galen with the Strategic Information
And I'll turn up this
Service.
volume in just a
Agent,
second.
these young
after
Jedi
this
will
cutscene.
assist you.
Young Jedi. I always play like an old-looking guy with gray hair.
Thieves raided a military storehouse. They stole weapons, supplies, and data files for the Planet Prison project. The thieves' leader slipped up, showed his face to a security camera. We identified him from our criminal database.
A Rhodian.
Pistis, Rhodian smuggler, staying with the so-called
I'm gonna make mayo out of him.
Criminals.
Why would alien gangsters rob a military storehouse?
I'll find out.
It's time I had a talk with this guild.
No one talks to those cutthroats. The guild is a violent, well-armed criminal cartel. Invading their headquarters is something only a Jedi could pull off.
That's a good question,
I
Corley.
really must go sit down.
Is
Agent,
Rhodian mayo
this is your fancy security network
made
to
by
describe
them or out of them?
defending the thieves
I hope it's
When you find Pistis, contact me.
the latter.
Alright, I know that audio was a little bit low. I will crank that up a bit. But yeah, the usual story. Planetary weapons, planet scale weapons. Plans are stolen, and we gotta go do something about it. Can do. And gangsters. Gangsters and mobsters and thieves. Scoundrels of all types. Wait. Oh. Yep. You're still chatting it up in there, Seema?
No, I had to change my companion back to Paxton Raw because, I want to be modern and up to date.
Yeah, what companions do I have on? I don't have Paxton unlocked. I didn't bother to unlock him. I've got Reynos, Nico, and Shay. I'm gonna have to get my dog as soon as get back to the fleet because you have to be on the fleet to get the pets. Oh, you know what else this Senate building reminds me of? General Garza,
Yes.
who's like
I think I just looked out that my first character was a sage.
a 10
But
minute walk up the ramps and
yes.
upstairs.
And she'd say, "Thank you. I'm glad you came. Here's your new mission."
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I need you to come to my office. Okay, that's it. You can go now. Just needed you to come here. Just needed to say hi. Hey, just wanted to say hey. Garza likes a little bit of FaceTime, if you know what I mean. It's not a euphemism. I don't know what I mean by that. All right, where are we going? Did you already leave?
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
Galactic Market
No.
Taxi. Stolen Secrets.
Okay.
It's the one on the east side. Now look at this look at these taxi flying through the sky here. Big fleet ships hovering up above. The only thing better than flying around and the taxis on this planet, it's similar on Nar Shaddaa, but is it the macro binocular or is it the secret drive? I think it's the macro binocular heroic where you've got to jump across the moving taxi traffic.
I think that's the macro binocular one.
Yeah, that's pretty epic.
What's his name?
Oh, you know what else is here? The first world boss you encounter.
Oh yeah, and by encounter you mean run up and hit it and then it kills you?
Yeah, your first time here. You're like, oh, look at that big robot. Let's go poke him.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm just gonna kill it because I can kill everything else.
Yeah. Who in the chat room did not die to that robot the first time you ever encountered it? Just walk up to it and
I run up,
punch it
and
in
I
the face.
swish at it with my lightsaber, and then splat.
Where do we gotta go? We gotta go all the way down there. Way up there.
Way down there, Morty.
Morty, gonna need you to go way over there, Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick. Okay. Why am I not mounted? Where are you, Seema? Oh, look at I got the brake. Why am I? I'm not even paying attention. I'm just RP walking. Where was I?
I was looking. I was looking at the scenery while you were talking about
I know,
it.
it's pretty cool. This is a cool place.
You were probably running while I was looking at the scenery.
Well, now here's some bad guys, so this is my most desperate hour, Seema. You're my only hope. Help me with these bad guys. Oh wait, I forgot. I am a Jedi. I didn't have any ranged abilities to hit these guys with. And I have T7 on DPS, so he's just gonna murderize everybody. Oh, what? Did you pick up any professions yet? I apparently did not.
Yes.
What professions are you?
Archaeology and investigation so far. Why I took investigation, I do not know. I think I had a reason. Because I've already leveled it up like 266 points. I think I probably already I turned it off on all my other characters and I decided I needed a source.
A source of
those mats.
Materials.
I forget.
Yeah, what are they?
Yeah, maybe for like prefabs or something. I don't know.
Yeah, for arms tech. Look at that leap. What am I, a guardian? Yeah, I'm a guardian. Boy, it's been a while, hasn't it? All right, we're gonna go see the world boss. we don't need to do that, but why not? Oh, it's up. We'll see if okay. I'll set my companion to heals. That should do us. There, T7 is on heals.
We'll be fine. I put mine on heels. Yeah.
All right, do a ready check. We're not in an ops group. We cannot do a ready check. All right, ready?
Yes. Old-fashioned ready check.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
SD-0 Heroic World Boss, level 18 Giant Battle Droid. Game on. Let's do this. Oh, he's down to 99%. 98%, almost in execution range. Heal me. Heal me. Oh, where's my Saber Ward? Got a little Saber Ward. I'm going to do some... Oh, that's going to leave a mark. I'm dead. Res me, Seema. Should I release and run back? No.
Well, yeah. I can't res you until I'm out of combat. And my way
Dead.
of getting out of combat is to die.
That's one way to do it. Bold move, Cotton. See how that works out for you. Call medical probe. All right, I guess we're a little bit underpowered. No surprise there. We are level 22. What level are you? You're probably level 95 because for some reason you always end up with more.
26.
26, and I've got like all the. Hear my getting my whiny, my whiny voice. I've been wearing the stupid armor, the bonus XP bonus armor the whole time. Do you even have the XP bonus armor? You didn't even find it, did you?
No, I can't find it. I looked on every character that I could conceivably have been leveling to. I don't know what I did with it.
It'll show up after you don't need it anymore. Oh,
Oh,
that
was not you
was
that
not
jumped
me.
on there.
It's a trap. We need to go south. We go this way.
I don't have my button set up right because I don't have anything spammable. I kept everything, after I do a few things, everything's on cooldown.
What are you? A sentinel?
Yeah, I'm a sentinel.
You need to like, yeah, you need like strike or slash of some kind. But I'm a guardian, it's slightly different. But you gotta like build up force power. That's the one thing I like the depletion of resource model better than the resource
Build it up.
building
Yeah.
model of the classes. I always like that. I found that a little bit easier. I don't like jumping into battle and not doing the correct opener and ending up not having anything I can do. Ruining my rotation because I didn't have the proper opener. Too close. What do you mean too close? Oh, because it's bugged out. Where's my smash? There it is. Did nothing. My force sweep.
I don't have the thing where you throw your both lightsabers yet. That's what I'm looking
I
for.
think that comes later. I don't think that comes yet. So what did I see? Oh, I was watching some Star Wars videos on YouTube this week, and I saw one. There was a couple referring to, well, why the new Star Wars movies, episodes 7 and 8, have ruined the Star Wars franchise. Those are always fun. There were some good points in there. But there was another one about why it was interesting that Emperor Palpatine was okay with Anakin as this powerful convergence of the Force, and Darth Plagueis the Wise was not. So I have never read the Darth Plagueis book. Apparently it's got some really interesting lore associated with it. And Darth Plagueis was still alive at various parts of that story, even though he wasn't in episodes 1 and 2. I think even through, at least as in the time frame of episode 1, he was still alive and Darth Sidious's master. So now I need to go back and read the Plagius novel. Chat room, you ever done? Corley's telling me to go to Tashi Station because I was whining. You get too
Yes.
much XP than me. I just wanted to go to Tashi Station.
Go to Tashi's.
Shut up, Luke. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick that up on Audible and do a little Darth Plagueis.
Good grist for your test treadmill.
Yes. What have I been watching on the treadmill? Oh, I did Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Why are we recovering?
What?
Oh, Stolen Weapons. I watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy on the treadmill the last couple days.
Oh, right.
The 2005 version with Martin Freeman. Okay, now we can go in this door. Yeah, how do we get in here? Security door. Got it. And here's the Rhodian that we're going to make mayo out of.
No.
And now he's going to attack us. Nothing personal, but I have to kill you, he says. Hamakavula, yes, Corley. And I could swear from my old Disney days that Hamakavula was part of the lyrics of Bippity Boppity Boo, but in the pre-show I looked it up on Google and it is not. It is Skagalagula or something, not Hamakavula. But yeah, that's John Malkovich plays Hamakavula in the 2005 Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. All right, Vistus Garn, the Rhodian Mayo boy. What do you got to say? Whoa, I give up. Whoa. I only work for the guild part-time. Take anything you want. I'll even help you steal it.
Agent Galen, I believe I've found our thief.
Get the stolen design files and hurry back. We've had a major security breach.
Sam Rockwell was also in that movie, and yes, he was great as Zaphod Beeblebrox. Got it. We've had a major breach. Whatever.
I'll return as quickly as possible.
Gotta get your stuff together there, Agent. Get it all together. I don't care if you put it in a backpack or get your stuff together. He's whining. Let's make a deal. You want the people who hired me, tell you where they are if you promise to let me go. No promises. I promise, or you better not lie. I'm going to threaten him just a little bit in a nice way. You better not lie.
Betray me, and you'll regret it.
I'll make mayo out of you. Yada, yada, yada. My deal was to use the guild cipher to decrypt the data files and then transmit a copy to the Black Sun. That's bad news. Bad for you.
You have no idea the trouble you've caused.
T7 says Black Sun equals real culprit. Now he wants us to let him go. He's got a pretty good texture on this Rhodian. It's a really nice.
Yeah, I like his
periwinkle skin color.
Yes, his hue.
Tone.
His periwinkle blue. And his eyes.
Go. Get out of here.
Now and never come back.
Leave now and never come back. Isn't that a line from Smeagol?
From every movie ever?
Leave now and never come back. Smeagol, my precious. Cool. Now we'll get out, make like a leaf and get out of here. I'm a leaf on the wind. What was the joke? It's a joke I told tonight. I thought Atlas was going to be in the chat room. I don't see him in there. I was going to repeat my dad joke from Mandatory Fun Night tonight. That was still amusing me later. We had to do a guild summon, and I said, is our guildie chanted logged in? Chanted evening? Because I could summon chanted evening. Still cracking up. Oh, I cracked myself up.
I know.
Where we gotta
I
go? Back to
know.
the galactic, the summit, the Senate Plaza. Yeah, Senate Tower. I think we gotta go back to the Senate Tower. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. All right.
Also, General is cracking me up right now.
I missed it. General's been good lately. What?
Like someone just said, silly rabbit, tricks are for Jawas.
Tricks. They spelled tricks wrong too.
Yeah, they did. Like, they spelled it not like cereal and also not like the word trick.
Whatever. Triks. That's nothing. That's not a word. That's not a thing. You're going the wrong way. You're going back to what you missed
Oh,
before. So, sorry, you're gonna have to do that later. And re-get all of these experience points. That's why you get all this. You level up more than me. Yeah, you get more level than me. You get a Tashi station. You get double XP.
I think that's awesome. Now, every
Agent.
time someone's whining, I'm going to tell them, oh, go to Tashi Station.
I should go to Tashi Station. You were trusting me. Shut up, Nadia. Go to Tashi Station. All right. They've had another breach. Get your act together, stupid Republic lightsaber jerk. Agent Galen, what do you got for me?
I got your files, but the thief transmitted a decrypted copy to Black Sun.
Grant, run a full diagnostic. Find out what was in these files.
She didn't even get a speaking part.
Good. We need it. While you were gone, kidnappers grabbed Dr. Tarnas.
Kidnappers grabbed Dr. Tarnas out of the Galactic Senate. Here's my response. That shouldn't be possible. What are you talking about?
This is the most secure building in Coruscant.
That's what I'm saying.
It's full of guards.
Never stood a chance. Whoever the kidnappers are, they knew right where to hit us. Kira led a security team in pursuit, but the kidnappers split up during the chase. Hang on. Signal coming in.
You are so incompetent.
Agent Galen, I've got these creeps pinned down, but they won't surrender.
Kira equals in danger.
How long I can hold them.
I love T7.
She's in over her head. I don't know. She seemed pretty kicking some butt there. I'll help her.
She needs backup. Tell me where to find her.
Kira's signal came from the spaceport. The kidnappers may try taking the doctor off-world. You need to stop the kidnappers before they escape with Dr. Tarnas. Hurry.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not going to let that happen.
Here we get a little gear upgrade. Get a little get a little focus or a shield. I'm a guardian, but I'm a DPS guardian for the purposes of this story. I think, right? I think I'll be a DPS guardian for most of the time. So I will get this focus. What? I don't even know what class am I.
Like, the shield is going to last you. You better worry more about it.
I am vigilance. I'm vigilance spec. That's the best spec, isn't it, chat room? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm talking about. You still have unspent points. Too bad. I am gonna take this focus because this extra 1 point of mastery is these guys are never gonna stand a chance. I've been upgraded by 1 point of mastery. Oh, Dr. Ogurub, you got some new abilities for me? Challenging call. Taunts all enemies within 15 meters. Won't need that. Because I'm just going to have Seema tank the whole rest of the time on her sentinel. And combat focus. Immediately generates 6 focus. Well, there we go. Me complaining about never getting enough resources built up. Now I've got a little ability that'll do that. Guard. I even got guard. Where did I get guard from? Why is it on my bar there? I'm going to put guard on... Not on Seema. I'm going to put guard on Paxton Rawl. Challenging call and combat focus in case I need an extra 6 focus. Good. Good. All right, let's go chase Kira down, say hi to her, and then we'll be done for tonight, I think, Seema. What I like to do here, so I don't have to keep running it. Here's a little shortcut tricks now that we've got infinite quick travel. In the old days, we'd be RP walking out of the Senate building to the speeder point. Now I'm just gonna.
We could run. We could run. It just wasn't sprint.
Oh, I guess it was. I still RP walked just because it was cool. Everywhere. Like I was telling you, I was on Quesh earlier because before the podcast, we were checking to see if our guild name was popping up on Quesh to say this area controlled by Aleact S packs, and it was not showing up, and I was disappointed on that. So I took my whiny self to Tashi Station as a result. But while I was there, I was also looking into the Imperial base to see if there was a commander, because maybe we would kill it later, especially if it was shielded, because we should have that ability and get a little extra command frameworks. And for whatever reason, there was a guy through the whole base and out the base was RP walking on his Sith Juggernaut. I don't know what he was doing. He was just RP slow RP walking the whole way out. So that's what I'm going to do from now on because he looked pretty badass doing that. All right, where was I going to go to the speeder? Wow, what mount is this? Oh, this is the one with the lightsabers that come out the front. You see that? The orange lightsabers.
Where'd you go?
I'm coming up to the speeder. Are you on the speeder? Where are you?
I was just RP walking down the hall.
Oh, I quick traveled to the central area, and now I'm at the Senate Plaza taxi. That was what I was saying with the shortcuts. You can just shortcut quick travel to a point where there's a taxi, or as soon as you get to a planet, you could just take the taxi around, and you'll unlock all the quick travel points. Then right away. There's lots of those nice little shortcuts. Corley logged out. He has to go for the night. And of course, oh, hey, chat room, I should have started the giveaway sooner now that people are potentially having to leave sooner. We always do a giveaway during the show. I will start it now. I think the Lord Fruit Loop, little character that popped up there. Let me get my little chat bot Twitch bot connected up here. We'll start the giveaway, then we'll go see Kira, and you guys can in the chat room you can type in for this giveaway you can type in Quesh to win. What's the code for tonight? It is a pet code. Pet code, and the secret word of the night will be Quesh, because
why?
Because we won the planet Quesh, because we're conquerors of Quesh. Why? Why are you trolling me? A giveaway for a pet code has started. Everyone can join. Type Quesh to join. So there you go, chat room. Quesh with a Q. Type it in with a small q. Let's see if it works. See how my bot works. Somebody type it in with a small q. I will type it in with a small q, and then exempt myself. Find a way to. Or Seema, you type it in. There. Force chuckle. No, it still works with a small q. So type it in however you want. And here, see, Seema, this is the mount, and it's got the lightsabers that come out of the front. See?
Oh yeah. I like that. It looks dangerous. Like, don't do that when you're in a crowded mall.
Crowded mall. riding my mount around in the mall.
Well, I mean, everything's crowded here. It is, after all, an Ecumenopolis.
Where is Kira? It just says speak to Kira. And her security team at the spaceport to stop. Oh, she's at the spaceport.
Have a safe and pleasant
Oops.
stay.
Okay. We don't need to go to the speeder. We're at the spaceport. Space Force. All right. Spaceports, which are always awesome in Star Wars. Another favorite element of the game. Where? Oh, she's over here. Where we just passed. She's up one of these fancy side elevators. Pop up here. Go up to level 2. Find Kira. Kira. What you doing? Hey, girl. They're just so large. These areas, these buildings.
Yeah, yes.
But
It was.
now, I mean, now that we have speeders, I like it, and I even liked it for when the game launched and you had to walk through it and you didn't have sprint. I liked the feeling of it being large. I liked these large spaces. I was used to some of the other MMOs where everything was
Well,
tiny.
I liked it at first, but I got over it.
Well, especially the spaceports, because you couldn't mount up in
Yeah.
most of them, and it took, it's like a long walk. Yeah.
And like Fleet Pass was like 24-hour cooldown.
Yeah. All right, cutscene. Kira's
Just in time. These
keeping
guys
them
get
locked
points
down.
for courage, but we're a little outnumbered. There's more than a few trigger-happy thugs in that docking bay.
More than a
Kidnappers
few
are
is
threatening to
accurate
kill Dr.
estimate, is
Tarnas,
what
but
T7
they might be
says.
bluffing. I'm not even sure they have him.
Have you tried talking? That's a little snarky. I think I'm gonna say that.
Are they open to the possibility of surrender?
Tried negotiating with a leader. He shot at me. Very rude. So, how do we handle this?
Aggressive negotiations. You're right about
We
one thing,
bippity
Master.
boppity boop them.
The negotiations were short. That's a little Obi-Wan line. Let's improvise.
I say we bust in there, weapons drawn, and see what happens.
Give me a second to paint a target on my forehead. I borrowed a stealth field generator from Agent Galen's office. Makes me practically invisible. I
Oh.
can sneak in first, then when you attack, I'll take a few thugs by surprise. What do you think?
It's a good plan. Go for it.
That suits me just fine.
Great. Now you see.
I like you going in first.
Yeah.
I'll get into position and attack
Very
like a
dangerous. You go first.
Let's trust you, Doctor.
That's a line from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Princess Bride?
Raiders
of the Lost Ark.
Indy. Asps. Very
Top-
dangerous.
top wing.
You go.
Top
wing.
gun, I mean.
Top wing. Yes. It's from that classic volleyball, male volleyball movie called Top Wing. We are pro movie reviewers. Top Wing.
Right.
Top Wing. I love that movie, Top Wing. Now what do we do here? Where did Kira go?
It's like Top Gun, but with X-Wings.
I would watch that now that you mention it. With John Kilmer. With Valerie Kilmer. Or do we just wander around in here? Oh, there's a bonus.
Kilmer.
There's a bonus to kill more of those guys, but I don't care about bonus. We don't need no stinking. Or Seema's gonna come back and do the bonuses though, I'm sure. Cause she gets so many more can big bonuses at Tashi Station. All right. So she can just pop a look. She's like she's stealth attacking these guys. Is she a shadow? Oh, that guy just took her out even while stealthed. Wow, that was a little harsh. She's down for the count, so we gotta kill the rest of these raiders. Zir. We just took out the leader of these raiders.
Jedi scum! I'll kill you someday.
Once you're killed by
Well,
stealth
probably
field-
not. I'm thinking
Well,
no.
That was fun while it lasted. Isn't teamwork grand?
You did well, Padawan. She's still a Padawan? I'm not a Padawan. I'm a Jedi. Fine, you did well, Padawan.
You handled yourself like a true Jedi, Kira.
Wait, I need a hollow at that. I want to play it back for Master Kawix. No sign of Dr. Tarnas. Kind of puts a damper on things.
We were the decoys. Now you'll never see your little doctor again.
Is that so?
It's
Get me to know
lightsaber
this
jerk,
guy.
DP
We'll
Roberts.
make
She
him
says
talk.
lightsaber jerk. She calls you a lightsaber jerk, and she tells you that you need to eat more. She says, "Eat, lightsaber jerk." That's so. Give me a minute. I'll make him talk. Boy, be my guest. She's threatening. She's gonna
Go for it, Kira.
beat it out of him.
If
Whatever.
nothing else, this will be entertaining.
Thanks for the encouragement. Thing is, we don't need him to talk. Not when I can just read his mind.
What? Stop that! Get out of my head! Get out! The doctor's in the Black Sun headquarters. Solar has him. Just leave me alone.
Cheap thugs will believe anything. I can't read your mind, stupid.
You tricked me.
Triked.
T-R-I-K. T-R-I. Nice work here. Or I could say, that was wrong, Padawan. Or I could say, consider it. No, nice work.
Smooth, Kira. Very smooth.
Black Sun's a major crime syndicate.
Smooth
They want
moves
Thomas.
there,
We
Kira.
better save him quick. Me and my security detail will clean this up. Agent Galen will want to hear about this.
All right. Me and Smooth Kira will have to catch up next week. Why do you have your turtle is running around? You got a turtle chasing
Because he's
after
my
us.
turtle.
You RP walking with your turtle? Following
Yes.
around behind us?
Me and Paxton and my turtle.
All right, so this is amusing. I forgot how amusing Kira is. She's kind of a badass, so that's pretty cool. But I think that's good for this week. So yeah, it's fun to be back on Coruscant. It's fun to be back in the
Yeah.
living the thug Jedi life. Even though we're light side, we can pick the thug choices and have Jedi threatening and coercing information out of
Yes,
bad
right.
guys, and Kira being mean to the bad guys
Tricking them.
and stealthing around and kicking their butts while stealth, and Seema following up and out leveling me for whatever reason. So there's that. So that's enough for now. EPC 274 here can get kicked out an airlock to broadcast all of you, and we'll join all of you next week when Seema will be level 35 and I will be still level 22. So if you want to see that, we're probably going to be broadcasting Thursday next week because I will be out of town on Tuesday in New York City. But I will not
New York City.
I will not be broadcasting from New York. But you can keep up with us, and maybe I'll say hi from New York on Twitter at Max the Gray, and Seema will be saying hi back from at AIE Seema. And if you know any cool people that should be joining our guild, point them our way. They can catch us up with us on YouTube or on Twitch, twitch.tv/newoverlords, or at our guild website, aie-guild.org. You can get to our Discord link at aie-guild.org right there in the menu at the top on guild links. You can come check in with us on Discord and say, hey Max, hey Seema, hey officers, get me an invite on Starforge, either on the Republic or the Imperial side, and we will get you that guild invite. And we will talk to you soon.
Later, everyone.
Later.